Imagine waking up to find your entire life story is a fabrication, your achievements, struggles, and cherished memories, all revealed as mere illusions. This startling scenario embodies the profound insight at the heart of Vedantic wisdom. The ego, our sense of individual self, is nothing more than a false construct, born of ignorance. This fundamental misunderstanding, known as Avidyā, clouds our perception of reality and obscures our true nature. We build elaborate identities, curate our image, and chase external validation, all while remaining oblivious to the grand illusion we perpetuate. This ego-driven existence manifests in our daily lives, often leading to fierce competition in the workplace and strained relationships as we desperately seek validation. We chase promotions and accolades, believing they'll bring fulfillment, only to find ourselves trapped in cycles of stress and burnout. These behaviors stand in stark contrast to the Vedantic concept of our inherent unity with universal consciousness. While we perceive ourselves as separate entities struggling against the world, Vedanta reveals a profound truth. Our individual self, Jiva, is one with the universal consciousness, Brahman. This concept, Jiva Ishwara Aikyam, suggests that our perceived separation is the very root of our suffering. Psychological studies lend credence to this ancient wisdom, indicating that strong ego identification can lead to anxiety and depression. When we become overly attached to our self-image and constantly seek external validation, we set ourselves up for emotional turmoil and psychological distress. As we grasp the magnitude of this illusion, a tantalizing question emerges: what lies beyond the ego's veil? Vedanta points to a reality far more expansive and liberating than our limited self-construct. Case studies of individuals who have experienced ego dissolution report profound shifts in perspective, describing feelings of interconnectedness and reduced fear and anxiety. What if your essence extends far beyond the confines of your individual self? This concept lies at the heart of Vedantic philosophy, inviting us to explore the notion of Atman, our true self that transcends all limitations. Vedanta teaches that the individual soul, Atman, is ultimately one with the Supreme Soul, Brahman. This unity emphasizes the interconnectedness of all existence, challenging our deeply ingrained notions of separateness. While our everyday perception paints a picture of isolated individuality, Vedanta reveals a reality where our innermost essence is boundless and all-encompassing. The contrast between our limited ego self and the infinite nature of Atman is profound. We often perceive ourselves as finite beings, bound by time and circumstance. Yet, Vedantic wisdom describes the true self as eternal, self-revealing, and independent. It transcends individual differences, pointing to a fundamental consciousness that underlies all of existence. To bridge this gap between our everyday experience and our true nature, Vedanta offers powerful techniques for self-inquiry and self-realization. At the core of this practice lies the systematic investigation of our own consciousness. This journey of self-discovery is typically guided by a realized guru who helps us overcome the veil of ignorance, Avidyā, that obscures our true self. Meditation and reflection on Vedantic texts, particularly the Upanishads, serve as critical tools in this process. These practices allow us to gradually peel away layers of false identification, revealing the luminous nature of our consciousness. The essence of the self, or Atman, is described in Vedanta as Sat Chit Ananda, existence, consciousness, and bliss. This state of being is said to be our natural condition, hidden beneath the fluctuations of our mind and ego. Interestingly, modern scientific research lends support to these ancient insights. Neuroscientific studies have shown that meditation can lead to altered states of consciousness, enhancing self-awareness and emotional regulation. These findings align with the Vedantic goal of realizing the true self, suggesting that our brains may be wired for this profound shift in perspective. A beautiful metaphor from Vedanta illustrates this concept. Imagine the ocean and its waves. Each wave appears distinct, much like our individual egos. Yet in essence, every wave is inseparable from the vast ocean. Similarly, while we may appear as distinct individuals, our true nature is one with Brahman, the all-encompassing reality. This realization leads us to the second key insight of our journey, the inherent divinity of all beings. The Vedantic maxim, Tat Tvam Asi, that thou art, encapsulates this profound truth. It suggests that our individual self is identical with the supreme reality, fostering a deep sense of interconnectedness and compassion. As we contemplate this revolutionary understanding, a crucial question arises. How can we bridge the gap between our everyday ego-driven existence and the infinite expanse of our true self? The answer lies in practical application, which we will explore in our next section. We now explore the profound technique that promises to transform our understanding of consciousness itself. This practice of self-inquiry serves as the cornerstone of Vedantic wisdom, aiming for a direct experiential realization of our true self. While it's possible to grasp the concept of universal consciousness intellectually, truly embodying this knowledge requires a radical shift in perception. The process of self-inquiry involves systematically questioning our assumptions about identity and reality. We begin by examining our thoughts, emotions, and sensations, asking ourselves, to whom do these experiences occur? This seemingly simple inquiry leads us to recognize that there must be an awareness observing these phenomena, a consciousness that remains constant amidst the ever-changing stream of experiences. As we deepen our practice, we learn to disidentify from the contents of our mind, recognizing them as passing phenomena rather than our essential nature. This process gradually dissolves the illusion of a separate self, revealing the underlying unity of all existence. It's a journey from the periphery of our being to its very core, where we discover our true nature as pure awareness. Modern neuroscience offers intriguing support for these ancient practices. Studies have shown that regular meditation enhances neuroplasticity, allowing the brain to form new neural connections. This increased flexibility in brain function correlates with improved emotional regulation and cognitive abilities, mirroring the Vedantic promise of greater clarity and inner peace. The path of self-inquiry presents unique challenges. Practitioners often encounter mental distractions and deeply ingrained misconceptions about the nature of self. The struggle to bridge the gap between intellectual knowledge and experiential realization underscores a crucial insight: the importance of consistent practice. Vedanta emphasizes that liberation from ignorance and the realization of one's true nature as Brahman requires dedication and perseverance. This is not a journey of instant gratification, but a gradual unfolding of truth through sustained effort. As we commit to regular practice, we cultivate the mental stability and clarity necessary to pierce through the veil of illusion. The ultimate goal of this practice is living liberation, a state representing the pinnacle of self-realization. It's achieved through a harmonious blend of hearing the teachings, reflecting on them, and meditating to eliminate contrary notions. As we contemplate the transformative potential of self-inquiry, a pressing question arises. How can we integrate these profound practices into our busy, modern lives? The answer lies in understanding the practical applications of Vedanta in our daily existence, which we will explore next. Imagine achieving spiritual enlightenment while excelling in your career, maintaining healthy relationships, and enjoying life's pleasures. Vedanta offers a path to this seemingly impossible balance by challenging our conventional notions of success. Contrary to the belief that spiritual wisdom requires renouncing the material world, Vedanta teaches us to integrate spirituality into every aspect of our daily existence. The ancient concept of karma yoga, or the path of selfless action, provides a framework for engaging fully in life while fostering spiritual growth. This approach encourages us to perform our duties without clinging to the results, cultivating a sense of detachment that leads to mental clarity. Consider how this perspective might transform your approach to work. Instead of being consumed by stress over promotions or recognition, you could focus on giving your best effort simply for the sake of excellence itself. This attitude allows us to participate fully in the world while remaining internally free from its fluctuations. Vedanta outlines 4 aims of human existence: dharma, righteousness; artha, prosperity; kama, pleasure; and moksha, liberation. Rather than viewing these as separate or conflicting pursuits, we learn to integrate them harmoniously with the ultimate aim of achieving liberation. In our relationships, the principle of letting go can lead to deeper, more authentic connections. By releasing our grip on expectations and outcomes, we create space for genuine love and understanding to flourish. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent. Rather, it allows us to love more freely, without the burden of possessiveness or fear of loss. Studies have shown that practicing mindfulness and detachment in daily life can improve work performance and foster healthier relationships. These practices help us navigate modern complexities with greater ease and clarity, maintaining inner peace even in the face of external chaos. Balancing spiritual practice with worldly responsibilities presents its own challenges. The constant distractions of modern life can derail our spiritual focus. However, Vedanta encourages us to view these challenges as opportunities for growth, engaging fully in life's experiences while maintaining an attitude of equanimity. As we integrate these teachings, we come to a profound realization: the unity of the spiritual and material realms. Vedanta reveals that true happiness is found within, not in external acquisitions. This perspective encourages a simpler lifestyle that prioritizes experiences and personal connections, leading to a richer, more fulfilling existence. As we conclude our exploration of Vedanta's practical wisdom, consider this: how might embracing these principles reshape your approach to life's challenges and opportunities? What new possibilities could unfold as you align your actions with this timeless philosophy? As we conclude our journey through the profound wisdom of Vedanta, we uncover a transformative insight. True freedom and fulfillment reside in the realization of our inherent divinity. This ancient philosophy offers a path to transcend ego's limitations and connect with the infinite consciousness permeating all existence. The journey of self-inquiry is a practical reality available to each of us. By questioning our assumptions, examining our thoughts, and cultivating awareness, we can peel away the layers of illusion obscuring our true nature. This process of self-discovery has the power to alter our perception of reality and our place within it. Swami Vivekananda reminds us, each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature, external and internal. This potent truth serves as both an invitation and a challenge. Will you heed the call to explore the vast depths of your own consciousness? The journey awaits, promising the realization of your highest self. We kindly invite you to look further beyond ordinary perception. If this video resonated with you, please consider subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and sharing it with loved ones. May the light of wisdom guide your path, and may unity inspire greater kindness and understanding.